All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's November the 2nd, the year 2017, and Schaeffer's Corrlinks has been turned back on. You know, they previously took it away because they claimed he gave a 12-cent Bic pen to another inmate. They just didn't want Schaeffer to have Corrlinks when Scrocky was doing the appeal, but the time has run out for that supposed infraction, and we have Corrlinks turned on this morning. And if you guys want to write Schaeffer a letter, his address is right on the homepage of yearofjubilee.com. Jubilee is spelled Jubile. But let's get into Schaeffer's letters. He's wrote about a variety of things, and let's share them with you guys. This came in today. Excuse me. Says, Rudy, I have gotten tons and tons of encouraging letters lately, just to name a few. Don Bellwood is such a good-hearted man, it blows my mind. He's down there down under in Australia, living close to the land. He always has a positive and hopeful thing to say. William Cullum sent me a great letter about him on the farm in Texas, eating pumpkins for lunch and raising up a puppy into a good farm dog. Letters like this may seem simple, but to a prisoner who lives in a concrete tomb, they are life. They are trying to break us in here. These letters help us remember who we are, and as long as you remember who you are, you can't be broken. Charles Thatch sends me 1 billion postcards, each with a short joke he writes on the back. This has been for my health this has been good for my health in a noticeable way. The Chuck Norris jokes are solid gold. Keep them coming. You know, I went fishing with Chuck Norris one time in Alaska. He's such a nerd in real life that the jokes are now that much better. One time a rattlesnake bit Chuck Norris. The next day the snake died. Every time Chuck Norris laughs, an angel grows a beard. Chuck Norris, tears cure cancer. Too bad he never cries. Too bad he never cries. Danny and Yvonne and their tricky donkey are always fun to hear from. The way they went to go meet freed patriots at the airport is encouraging. It's salt of the earth people like this who will save America from ruin. Schaeffer. This one is titled, Thank You, Navarra. Navarra sent me $100 on October the 31st, 2017. Thanks so much. Now that I have my email back, I will have that added expense. This money will help me fight my case with the help of the people I communicate with. And that's how we expose the truth and win. Thank you, Navarra. Schaeffer Cox. People who fled communism. Hi guys, I have been getting a lot of mail from people who fled communism back in the day. They all say the same thing. Schaeffer, know what is happening to you. We have seen it before. It was a sign of the end in my country, and they started sending people to prison for vague conspiracy against the regime. It was just exactly like what Scrocky did to you. Exactly. This is scary. We came to America to escape this. Now it has followed us for sure. God help us all. We have to fight for our lives now. Pretty creepy, Schaeffer Cox. He talks about a website called Back the Right. That's this website right here. Backtheright.com, and I don't know much about it, but we can certainly look into it and investigate it. He says, have any of you heard of the website backtherright.com? Have any of you heard of the website backtherright.com? It's for the conservative people who get kicked off PayPal, crowdfund, GoFundMe, etc. by Mal's Red Guard at Google and Facebook. Is it something we should be looking into? If any of you know anything about Back the Right, let me know, because I don't know anything about it. He goes on to write in a new letter. He says, hi, the fact that the court has not sent us denial on Filipovic's motion to reconsider is a good sign. That little motion is a winner. It really does a good job of summing up why My conviction is a legal impossibility and must be thrown out. The courts usually deny stuff quick and grant stuff slow. So keep an eye out. Schaeffer. This one is titled Purges Equals Mass Murders. It says, hi. In the section of Mike Anderson's testimony that is featured in our pending motion for rehearing, Anderson testifies about having talked about a nightmare future including Stalin-esque martial law, mass arrest, and purges. It needs to be pointed out that by purges, Mike Anderson means mass murders, like as in moving down, it needs to be pointed out that by purges, Mike Anderson means mass murders, like as in mowing down crowds of civilians and having bulldozers cover over the mass graves. This illuminates the far-flung nature of what was supposedly talked about. It shows just how nuts Scrocky is. Schaeffer. This is a letter to myself and Angela. It says, hello, Rudy and Angela. Could you email Rudy's FBI informant kidnaps family article to Reason Magazine? They are the kind of people who would run a story on that. Just make sure to send them the one that has all those great footnotes that Rudy went through and put in so the reader can check the source on everything in the whole article. Schaeffer. I went and looked up Reason Magazine. I was not familiar with it. There is a reason.com, and here's the front page. So if any of you guys are familiar with reason.com and you want to send them articles or information on Schaeffer, please do so. I will try to do so myself. And if they get flooded with articles on Schaeffer, maybe they'll run a story on Schaeffer. I hope they do. Let's go back to the letters. Okay, this is The Most Dangerous Superstition by Larkin Rose. I just ordered my copy today. I got it for $13, and it's called The Most Dangerous Superstition by Larkin Rose. I don't know anything about it. I have not read it, but Schaeffer has read it, and here's what he has to say. Hello world, I have a book recommendation, The Most Dangerous Superstition by Larkin Rose. I hardly ever recommend books, but this little book will fit in your pocket and change your life. Larkin Rose, a friend of mine, has taken a spooky look at some of the modern day superstitions that have us all believing that people who dress up in costumes and call themselves government officials are somehow exempt from the normal rules of right and wrong that the whole rest of humanity lives by. He makes an airtight case for the fact that the government is a religion and its priests charlatans. We all know it, but now Larkin says it out loud and explains why. This super short book will first make you feel stupid and scared, then it will make you feel smart and brave, but by the end, you will simply feel free. All right, well, that's a book recommendation. I've ordered the book, and I hope to be able to have it and read it soon. If you want to write a letter to Schaeffer, that's his address right there, Francis Schaeffer Cox, number 16179-006, USP Marion, P.O. Box 1000, Marion, Illinois, 62959. Let's not forget that we've got innocent political prisoners in prison, and they need your letters and they need your correspondence. And let's not forget them. The Bible says, remember our brothers in bonds as if they were ourselves. The last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. Educate yourself about jury nullification at fija.org.